right, Des, let's talk some football. It's been an uncharacteristic season for the Tide. So what do they need to do to avoid getting their third loss, something they haven't done since 2010?
Well, guys, you know, when you think about Lane Kiffin and his style of offense, you normally think about a spread offense, throwing the ball all over the yard and just a whole bunch of passing yards. But Lane has flipped the script this year. They're like a running offense. They're number 3 in the FBS in rushing offense, averaging over 260 yards per contest. They have 2 of the top 5 rushers in the SEC, and Quinshawn Junkins and Zach Evans. And Jackson Dart, the quarterback, he's running the ball too. So I think that Alabama, their rush defense is going to have to come to play, and they're going to be they're going to be on notice because Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss, they've seen how not only running backs but quarterbacks, how effective they've been running the ball against this Alabama defense too. So you know they're going to try to run the ball left, right, zone read, a whole plethora of different running schemes to attack Alabama's defense.
Couple of things I want to bring up before I get to my question. Number one, my childhood buddy Mark McKnight lives in Austin, Texas. He brags about the city all the time. My brother, I'll see you soon. Love you, bro. As for you, Des, I was jealous about the suit. I came to Jackson State. I loved it. I had a beautiful time with the college football game day crew, but your suit was on point. I mean, the drip game. It's something special. It's something special. I give it to you. Now let me get to this question. Let me get to this thing about Alabama real quick. Paul Feinbaum, that Benedict Arnold, turning against the South, okay? That's what he's doing, all right? He's sitting up there talking about Alabama's best days are over. Now, obviously, this season at number 9, they don't look like they're going to be in the college football playoffs, and deservedly so, because I don't like their receivers. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with their receivers at all, and I'm not happy with how their defense has been in spots. How do you feel about Alabama's future based on what you see percolating throughout the SEC right now?
You know, Stephen, I'm glad you brought that up. And you know Nick Saban like I know. I've known Nick Saban since I was in high school. When I was in Cleveland, Ohio, he was actually on the staff at Michigan State up in East Lansing. And Nick Saban used to drive from East Lansing to Cleveland to recruit me. So I've known him for a long time. He didn't just wake up and forget how to coach. People look at these L's, these losses that they've taken. Keep in mind, on the road, Tennessee, chance to win a game. The field goal kicker missed it. And then obviously Tennessee's field goal kicker made there. But you're looking at a team that when they play, they're getting the best out of their opponents. So it took Tennessee's A-plus game to win that game. Last week, Baton Rouge, LSU. It took overtime, and the best we've seen LSU look all season for them to win another close game against Alabama. So I think that the knee-jerk reaction, Stephen A, is like a little bit too much for me. He didn't wake up and forget how to coach. They have some issues at the receiver position. They have some issues on the back end of their defense and secondary. But those things, I think, you know, are something that he's had to deal with this year. It's not something that's going to linger and go on, you know, for next year and the following year. Alabama's going to be okay. They're going to be fine. Nick Saban didn't forget how to coach. I think it's just a gross overreaction to 2 L's. Now, Stephen A, if he loses to Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss, then all hell's going to break loose.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.